The name of the chapter, amines. Amines, they are the derivatives of ammonia, means NH3. From this we are going to synthesize our amines. Amines are the derivatives of ammonia, where the structure of ammonia is NH3. If any of the hydrogen is replaced by carbon, then that corresponding compound is known as amine. मतलब देखो NH2. Now here in the primary structure I had 3 hydrogens here. One of the hydrogen I have replaced, and that hydrogen is replaced by suppose a carbon. Then this carbon, to satisfy, I have CH3. So this type of compound is known as amines. They are known as amines. Another one, suppose NH2 carbon, then further one carbon, then here H3, there H2. So this is also an amine. If 2 hydrogens are replaced, one hydrogen is present here, suppose one CH3 here, one CH3 here, then this is also as amine. Means if any of the hydrogen, either 1, 2 or all of the amine, all of the hydrogens, if they are replaced by hydrogens, then they are named as amine. So now this is the basic structure of amine, where 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen or all the hydrogens are replaced by carbon atom. This carbon atom they will replace, and either they will be aliphatic or aromatic. Means वो benzene ring भी हो सकते हैं, means they can be of this form also, they can be of this form, or they can be in this chain structure also. Any of this form they can be present here. They can be of any of the form, either this aliphatic one or this chain one. Just the condition is that any of the hydrogens should be replaced by a carbon atom, and my nitrogen should be directly bonded to a carbon here. So this is known as your aromatic amine, and this is known as your aliphatic amine. This is known as your aliphatic amine. So now we are going to classify these amines. Now classification, if anyone remembers, how did we classify the haloalkanes or haloarenes? Haloalkanes, they were classified as primary, secondary or tertiary. Similarly here also, my amines, they are classified as primary, secondary or tertiary. How they are classified? Dekho, if one hydrogen is replaced by carbon, then that is known as primary amine. If 2 hydrogens are replaced by carbon, where this carbon will have their respective number of hydrogens, H3 यहाँ पर इसका भी H3 होगा, then this is known as secondary amine. If all the hydrogens are replaced by carbon, then they are known as tertiary amines. This is your classification. Primary, 1 hydrogen will be replaced in ammonia. Secondary, 2 hydrogens will be replaced in ammonia. And tertiary, all the hydrogens of ammonia will be replaced by carbon atoms. So this is your classification. Next comes your IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature. So in this nomenclature, we have to name them. How to do the naming? Suppose this is one compound. Now we have to name it. So for this we have to do the numbering here. Now if we are doing the numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Similarly, if you are doing the numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now this side's numbering is giving my substituent the lowest number, that is 2. So I will take the number from this side. So how to do the numbering? First of all, this NH2, that will be present as a substituent. So here the name will be written as 7 carbons are there. This will be heptane. For this we have to write amine. So this will be heptane amine. That's your compound. This is the name of your compound here, heptane amine. At which carbon it is present? At the second carbon. So in between this N and amine, you will add 2 here. So this will be your heptane and then 2 amine. This is your name. This is the IUPAC nomenclature for this one. Similarly, if another one, suppose this is your NH2 here. This time this is your NH2. Then how this will be named? Here the naming will be done as How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbons are present up to here. If I am doing the numbering from this side, this will get 1. So I'll take the numbering from here. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be heptan. Then this time my NH2 is present at the first carbon. So we don't write 1. It will be direct heptan amine. Heptanamine this time. Now how to name this type of compound when two hydrogens are replaced? If two of the hydrogens are replaced, then how they will be named? CH3. This type of compound, how they are be named? So here one of the means two of the hydrogens are replaced, so they will be named as N-methyl and then methanamine. N-methyl methanamine. This is the name for this compound. Similarly, if two carbons are present, CH3, CH2, N. Suppose here CH3 is there and then N is there, H is there. Then now once again you have to do the numbering. So numbering karo isko. Now this bears the long number of carbons, so this will be my long chain and this will be my substituent. Then once again this will be N methyl, and this time in the long chain two carbons are there, so this will be ethanamine. Once again let me do. This is suppose N here, this is H, and this time here suppose CH3, CH2 and then CH3 is present. Then how to name this compound? Then once again you see the longest chain is present this side, so once again the name will be same. This time it will be N-ethyl. Why? Because this group is named as ethyl. So N-ethyl, then how many carbons are present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there. So N-ethyl hexan amine. This will be the compound. Now what if all the hydrogens are replaced? What if all the hydrogens are replaced? Then CH3, CH3, CH3. All the hydrogens are replaced. So this time, as in the previous case, you wrote this N only once. Here what you will do is that you will write the N twice, means N dimethylamine. Dimethyl, then methanamine. And remaining all conditions are same. Suppose if it is N, here this is CH2, then again CH3, then here it is CH3 and here it is CH3. If this is there, then once again two methyls are present, then you will write N dimethyl. N dimethyl, and the longest chain contains two carbons, so it will be ethanamine. That is how they are named. This is their IUPAC nomenclature. Means if only one hydrogen is replaced, if it is primary amine, then you have to directly name it as heptan 2 amine, propan 2 amine. Means just see the number of carbons, then you have to check that at which carbon is my amine present, means NH2 group is located, and after that do the naming and just give it the name. If two hydrogens are replaced, you have to just add one letter here N. This hydrogen, this N signifies the nitrogen, means N में methyl group लगा हुआ है, उसके बाद फिर से methanamine है. This is the name for this. Similarly, if two methyl groups, if two hydrogens are, means three hydrogens are replaced, then in that case N dimethyl methanamine, मतलब दो N में दो methyl group लगे हुए हैं, and then it is a methanamine. Similarly here N dimethyl ethanamine. Now the structure. Now the structure of NH3. Once again, chalo class 11 mein. Here once again the hybridization of NH3. Now if you remember the hybridization of NH3, I am not going to show you once again. The hybridization is sp3. Now when the hybridization was sp3, का structure कैसा होता था? NH3 का structure ऐसे और ऊपर में यहाँ पर दो इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट होते थे. This was the structure of your amine. So similar is the structure of your this was the structure of your ammonia, and similar is the structure of your amine also. Amine के केस में भी structure similar हो जाता है. This is similar, but the hybridization is sp3 only. How this sp3 came, that you try to find it out from your previous year's notes. We have done this one in the class. Now we did the IUPAC nomenclature. We have done the classification. We came to know that what are amines. So now the next thing that comes is we have to know about the synthesis of this compound. Means how these compounds are prepared. How these compounds are prepared. So let's see the methods of preparation. The first method of preparation is reduction of nitro compounds. Reduction of nitro compounds. This nitro compound, NO2 compound, when they are reduced in the presence of tin and hydrochloric acid. When they are reduced in the presence of tin and hydrochloric acid, then you will get NH2 here. It is directly the reduction. Here, tin, this one acts as your catalyst, and this HCl, this provides the hydrogen here, and remaining this O2, it goes out, means it evaporates here. So means your nitro group is directly converted to amine group by the use of tin and hydrochloric acid, and this is a reduction reaction, the very first method for the synthesis of your amine. Another one, it is a reduction. Now whose reduction? Then the reduction of cyanides. The reduction of cyanides. Now when the cyanides, they are reduced in the presence of sodium borohydride, or you can use lithium aluminium hydride. But lithium aluminium hydride, that is an expensive reagent, so normally we do not use lithium aluminium hydride. So now from here, this group will be reduced, this cyanide group, that will be reduced, and they will form RCH2 and then NH2. This is your first one, means this is the second one where the cyanide groups are reduced here. If the cyanide groups are reduced, then also you will get your corresponding amine. Similarly, another techniques involve the use of direct ammonia. Let us see. Third one, in this case pure ammonia is used. अब pure ammonia से कैसे करके synthesis कर सकते हो? तो देखो, pure ammonia के साथ we are going to react alkyl halide. Now if you remember the general formula for alkyl halide, RX. Now what happens in this case is that यहाँ पर now once again you try to remember the concept of electrophile and nucleophile. Now what was electrophile? Electrophile means electron loving and nucleophile means nucleus loving. Now we know that हमारे नाइट्रोजन के ऊपर यहाँ पर lone pair of electrons हैं. Means these electrons, they are continuously seeking for some means electron deficient spaces. मतलब ये हाइड्रोजन नाइट्रोजन के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, they are continuously looking for electron deficient spaces, मतलब कुछ ऐसे चीज़ों को देख रहे हैं जिसके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन की कमी हो. Now if you see here R and X. In place of R, if I am writing it as CH मतलब CH3, and in place of X we have written a halogen. जैसे कि हमें जानते हैं कि halogens are always denoted by X, and R means a long alkyl chain. It can be methyl, ethyl, anything. Now in this two, this one is my deficient one. इसके पास gel positive है और इसके पास gel negative है. Because if you remember, हमने जब haloalkane and haloarine किया था, I told you that the nature of the bond is a partial polar. Why partial polar? Because this chlorine is electronegative और ये electropositive है. So this one will come and this one will attack here. This electron will come and attack this positive charge. Then here the resultant product that is formed, that is a adduct. Adduct का मतलब होता है कि whatever the compounds, whatever the reagents that you have on your left side, all of them will join together. मतलब ऐसा हो जाएगा ये R, NH3 and X, सारे के सारे हो जाएंगे यहाँ पर. Now you see, for this NH3 you will get a positive charge here, and for this X you will get a negative charge here. अब ये जो RNH3X negative हमारा फॉर्म हुआ है, this is your salt. ये एक तरह का सॉल्ट है जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं अमोनियम सॉल्ट. दिस इज अमोनियम सॉल्ट, एंड वी विल नो दैट इसी से हम लोग आगे चल करके डाइएजोनियम सॉल्ट्स बनाएंगे. नाउ दिस azonium means ammonium substituted salt. Now this salt is used as a precursor of many substances. Precursor का मतलब this compound is used for synthesis of many compounds. मतलब बहुत सारे ऐसे चीज हैं जिनका synthesis हम इससे कर सकते हैं, because this compound is very unstable. मतलब पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव चार्ज दोनों प्रेजेंट है इसमें. सो दिस बॉन्ड स्लिप्स फ्रॉम हियर, ये बॉन्ड टूट जाएगा यहाँ से. सो दिस इज यूज्ड फॉर सिंथेसिस ऑफ मेनी ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड. तो ये तो हुआ पहला वाला जहाँ पर एमोनिया हमारा एल्काइल हैलाइड के साथ रिएक्ट करके वी वर फॉर्मिंग अ एडक्ट. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज दैट वी वर स्टडिंग द सिंथेसिस ऑफ एमाइन. हम तो एमाइंस का सिंथेसिस पढ़ रहे थे, तो बीच में ये कहाँ से आ गया? from where this came in between, like this salt ये कहाँ से आ गया बीच में. So now we'll see here what was the basis of that reaction. वो reaction यहाँ पर क्यों दिया हुआ था. देखो पहले तुम्हारे पास RNH2 है. suppose this RNH2 is your primary amine, this is your 1 degree amine. Now if you are reacting this one when at एक एल मतलब एमोनिया के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहे हो, तो नॉट एमोनिया, RX के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहे हो, यू आर रिएक्टिंग विद एल्काइल हाइलाइड, तो क्या होगा, एवरीथिंग विल जॉइन. जैसे ये R के साथ ये R हो जाएगा, दिस विल बिकम R2 एंड दिस विल बिकम NH प्लस ये X और यहाँ से एक हाइड्रोजन वो निकल करके चला जाएगा, तो दिस विल बिकम प्लस RX हो गया. नाउ अगेन दिस R2NH इट कैन फर्दर रिएक्ट विद RX, ये हुआ. अब फिर से क्या होगा, R3N हो जाएगा. देन यू सी वी वर स्टडिंग द सिंथेसिस ऑफ एमाइंस, तो यहाँ पर हमने क्या किया, एमाइंस को सिंथेसिस किया कैसे, प्राइमरी से सेकेंडरी बनाया. यू सी फ्रॉम प्राइमरी वी हैव सिंथेसाइज्ड सेकेंडरी, एंड विद दिस सेकेंडरी अगेन सिंथेसाइज्ड टर्शियरी वन, सेकेंडरी से टर्शियरी बनाया. अब क्या होगा, जब इस टर्शियरी वाले को हम वापस से रिएक्ट करेंगे RX के साथ, तो अब तो क्या होगा, इसमें तो कोई हाइड्रोजन है ही नहीं रिप्लेस करने के लिए, देयर इज नो हाइड्रोजन विच कैन रिप्लेस, मतलब R आएगा और H चला जाएगा. देखो इन सभी में क्या हुआ है, वन R has come then one hydrogen has left. देखो यहाँ पे 2 हाइड्रोजन थे and 1 R was there, but in this case what happened, 2 R are there and only 1 hydrogen is present, मतलब एक हाइड्रोजन चला गया. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर भी वही, बट व्हेन RX is added further, यहाँ पे क्या होता है, ये R4 हो जाता है और ये NX हो जाता है. Now this compound is unstable, इसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव आएगा, इसके ऊपर नेगेटिव, बिकॉज द वैलेंसी इज नॉट सेटिस्फाइड. सो नाउ इसकी मदद से यू सी यहाँ पर जो ये कंपाउंड हमने बनाया था, दिस कंपाउंड इट इज सिमिलर टू दिस वन. वहाँ पर बस फर्क क्या था कि यहाँ पर R और NH3 था, मीन्स 3 हाइड्रोजन एंड 1 R वे प्रेजेंट, एंड हियर इन प्लेस ऑफ दोज 3 हाइड्रोजन यू हैव ऑल 4, मतलब वहाँ पे कैसा था, R देन NH3 देन X, मतलब नाइट्रोजन के साथ 3 हाइड्रोजन एंड 1 R ग्रुप, बट हियर इन प्लेस ऑफ 3 हाइड्रोजन ऑल 4 वी हैव R ग्रुप, सारे के सारे वही हैं. अब इसको क्या किया जाता है, सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड के साथ रिएक्ट किया जाता है. दिस इज रिएक्ट विद सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. नाउ व्हेन दिस इज रिएक्टेड विद सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड वी गेट द फर्दर, जो प्राइमरी हमने लिया था RNH2 वो हमें मिल जाएगा, प्लस वाटर प्लस NaX, whatever the X you have taken that will come out here. This is your reaction from where, जहाँ पर तुमने प्राइमरी से सेकेंडरी बनाया, फिर सेकेंडरी से टर्शियरी बनाया, और फिर से टर्शियरी जो बना उसके फिर से RX के साथ रिएक्ट करके यू हैव फॉर्म्ड अ क्वाटरनरी सॉल्ट. दिस इज नोन एज क्वाटरनरी सॉल्ट, क्वाटरनरी salt, this is known as quaternary salt, and this quaternary salt is further react with sodium hydroxide, and that gives you your primary amine back, means जिससे आपने शुरू किया था वही आपको वापस यहाँ पर मिल जाएगा when this reaction is continuously carried out. Now another one, तो 3 methods हुए.
Sir, please explain after secondary amine.
After secondary amine, after the secondary amine,
Yes,
means your secondary amine is synthesized here, R2NH, then again this is reacted with RX, again this will react with RX, then that R will become R3 and N plus HX, that will go out, HX will go out. Now this R3N, it is further reacted with RX, then it forms R4N and then X. Everything combines here, everything will combine as it is combined here. Now this one reacted with sodium hydroxide, this bond keeps, it becomes RNH2 plus H2O plus NaX. Now I think you have a question that यहाँ पर ये तो balance नहीं हुआ, this is not balanced here. So here the balancing is not seen, क्योंकि organic chemistry we do not mainly consider on the balancing. Balancing is there, but we do not consider.
Sir, is hydrogen went to elimination reaction?
Means I did not get you.
Sir, during that process, where did the hydrogen go?
Where?
After forming R4.
After forming R4 means? After this R4NX is formed, then you are asking how this came?
Yes, sir, and the hydrogen?
Wait. You have R4NX. This one you are treating with NaOH. This one you have treated. Then you have got your RNH2 plus water and plus whatever you have your X, that one you will get with Na. This is your reaction here. Now you are asking that from where this H2 came, and this H2 came. This is what you are asking. What
Yes,
did
sir.
see in this case is what I said, that in organic chemistry we don't see the balancing. Balancing is there. We have to balance the reaction, but in organic chemistry we do not balance the reactions generally. We don't balance the reaction. That is why this is the reaction. Did you get?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the another method for synthesis. Now in the other method, we will reduce amides. Now what are amides? So amide means a carbonyl compound followed by a NH2 bond. This is your carbonyl compound, amide compound. Now when this amide compound is reduced in the same reducing agent, that is LiAlH4, then this one you will get R, CH2 and NH2. This is your compound here. Means this carbonyl group, it reduces to your CH2 group in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride. Means if you are starting from your amide, you will end with your amine here in this case. This is the another method for the synthesis. So the first method was the reduction of your nitro compound, then the reduction of nitriles means cyanide compound, then from amine means already you have a primary amine, then again you have from primary you converted to secondary, then secondary to tertiary, then again that tertiary to quaternary, then that quaternary is again heated with sodium hydroxide to get your primary amine back. Then the last method was your reduction of your amide, and in that amide you are getting your lithium aluminum with lithium aluminum hydride. When you are reducing your amide, so we will get your corresponding amines. Now the last method of the synthesis. The last method of the synthesis is your Hofmann bromamide degradation. Now why this Hofmann bromamide degradation is important? You see, normally when we have to increase the number of carbon, we generally use the cyanide method. Now this is a problem here, like if you have CH3, CH2, Cl, and if I am saying that you have to increase one carbon here, then what you will do is that you will react this one with KCN and you will get your replacement reaction, that is CH3, CH2, Cn plus KCl. Here in the parent compound you had 2 carbons, but here you have 3 carbons. So this is known as ascending of series. Ascending of series means here carbon will increase. But why is Hofmann bromamide degradation important? Because here your carbon will decrease, means the number of carbon will decrease from the parent compound to the product compound. You see how Hofmann bromamide degradation is generally a reaction of amide once again, means R C double bond O NH2. This is the reaction of amide once again. Plus when this is reacted with bromine, Br2 and sodium hydroxide, these two compounds when they are reacted together, what happens that this carbonyl group it leaves. This carbonyl group will leave. But in the previous case, what happens? This carbonyl group it is reduced to CH2 group when the reagent uses lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride. But here what will happen? This carbonyl group will leave and you will have your R NH2 plus you will have your sodium carbonate Na2CO3 plus NaBr and some molecules of water. And some molecules of water will be there. So this long reaction is known as your Hofmann bromamide degradation. Now why degradation? Because here carbonyl bond is broken. The bond of carbon and carbon is broken. That is why it is known as bromamide degradation. So these are your methods for the synthesis. One more method is there, and that method is known as your Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. You can see in your book that method of synthesis is really very huge one. It's a very big one. We normally do not do that one. We don't use that method of synthesis because by using such a big method, whatever the product you will get, that will be a very less one. मतलब बहुत बड़े बड़े reagents हैं उसके. If you can see your book, if you have your book, you see it there, you will get that Hofmann Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. In that synthesis, what happens that the compounds which are used, the reagents which are used, that are a very huge one, but the product that will get that is a very small one. One primary amine you will get only one molecule. That is why that reaction is not used. Further, the compound that is used, that is known as a means anhydride is there. So anhydride, that is really poisonous. So that reagent is not used much. Means that reaction is not in use much. So these were your synthesis, then the classification, then the IUPAC nomenclature, and then the structure. Now if anybody has any question, then they can ask. पूछो. Thank you for watching the video up to here. Have a good day.